Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, volleyball fans of all ages, welcome to another live broadcast here on YouTube. I am Jonathan, aka That Volleyball Dad, on all the social medias. Well, we are here. This is day number 2, game number 1 of the North Texas Region Regionals tournament. This is the gold bracket. This is the bracket you want to be in if you want to get a bid to nationals. You're looking at your Texas Image 18 Black versus TAV South 18 Royal. This is best 2 out of 3, with that third set being first to 15 if absolutely necessary. No one wants to be in that third set. We want to pull off a win. So let you know how things are working right now. We are currently in the gold bracket, but we are a satellite match, which means we are off to the left of the gold bracket. We have to pull off a win here to get onto the main bracket, in which case, if we do that, we will face off against Excel 18 National Red in our next match. We have to win that match and win the following match after that to secure, at minimum, an American bid. If we win that match, then we get a national bid. That is the shortest path to a bid, is winning in 3. If we play against Excel and then we go to that next match and we lose that match, then we go to this bottom part of the bracket, which means we have to win that match, win another match, and we secure the freedom bid. So a lot more. If for some reason we falter and we do not win this match, then we will fail over to a secondary match itself, and that will be it for the day. That will be it for the season. That will be it for these girls, for this team, for their juniors' career. Fun fact, when Kat started off in club volleyball, she started off with TAV South. So it's kind of ironic that we are here, and this is her finals club year, playing against the team she started her club stuff with. Absolutely fantastic. Girls are getting set up in their opening lineup. We've got, starting off in your back right, number 13, Savannah Garcia. Rotating to the center, we got number 24, Mariah Roberson. It's being swapped out for number 6, Gianna Ramos. Number 15, Jaden Sheffield. Number 8, Winter Baptiste. Number 7, Lanaya Bradley. And number 5, Christina Emato. Texas Image is in their serve-receive rotation, which means that TAV will start off serving. I know they are TAV South, but we're not going to sit there and go TAV South. We're just going to shorten it to TAV. That is what is emblazoned across her chest is TAV. Here's the first serve, down the line. Sheffield getting aced on that serve receive. That is a point for TAV, making that 1-0. TAV taking first blood off of an ace against Texas Image. Right back to Sheffield with the serve receive. Garcia to Baptiste with an attack. It's through that block. It drops. Point. Texas Image making it 1-all. Checking in for Texas Image, number 3, Hoda. In for number 5, Emato. Now serving for Texas Image, number 3, Jessa Hoda. Jalen Cross with the serve receive. That attack sent out. No touches being called. That is a point for Texas Image. 2-1. Texas Image leading by 1 point. Off of an ace. Cross with the serve receive. On the attack. That attack is down in that back left corner. That is a point for TAV. 2-all. Hey, I know you. That's number 10, Miss Layla Banks, who is serving for TAV. Hoda on the serve receive. Garcia to Baptiste with an attack. It's through that block. They pop it up. Tip. Baptiste. Garcia. Sheffield attacks. Gets through the block. Oh, drops down on Texas Image's side, tooling that block. TAV did. That is a point for TAV 3-2. Ramos on the serve receive. Garcia to Sheffield with an attack. Gets through the block. For Ramos. Garcia. Hoda and Baptiste not talking to each other, allowing the ball to drop. That is a point for TAV for 3. That is a communication error from TAV. If you're going to go for the ball, or from Texas Image, if you're going to go for the ball, go for the ball. Don't do this whole run up and then stop before someone else. Someone make a command decision and talk. Hoda with that serve receive. Garcia to Baptiste with an attack. Popped high by the libero. Tip. Down in that back right-hand corner. Hoda making a dive for it. Cannot pick it up. That is a point for TAV. Making that 5-2. TAV first to 5. Sheffield on the serve receive. Garcia over to Baptiste. Baptiste attacks. Hits the tape. Pops out. Ball is out. No touches. Point. TAV 6-2. Texas Image on the downside of a scoring run here. Sheffield has that serve receive. Garcia back to Sheffield. Sheffield tips. It's down. Point. Texas Image making that 6-3. TAV checking in, number 24, Mariah Roberson, in for number 7, Lanaya Bradley, now serving for Texas Image, number 6, Kiana Ramos. Tip. Sheffield has it. Overpass. Defense from Roberson, but it drops on Texas Image's side. Point TAV, 7-3. Hoda on the serve receive, overpass at the net. Garcia's got it. Ramos on the assist. Sheffield attacks, it drops down. It is blocked. Texas Image cannot recover from the block. Point. Texas Image 8-3. Now would be a great time for a timeout, considering the fact that we are down by 5 points. Sheffield on the serve receive. Garcia to Baptiste with an attack. They shank it. It's saved by Tyler. Hoda and Baptiste not talking again. Tip from Roberson. Defense from Roberson. Tip. Touches the hand of Baptiste. Falls out of bounds. That is a point for TAV, making that 9-3. Timeout. Texas Image finally taking a timeout, but I would have taken one a lot sooner. Fun fact about this game in particular, number 14 Dalen Cross on the side of TAV, and also number 10 Layla Banks by that matter. They are former teammates of Kat. They played at 360 together. In the future though, Dalen is committed to play at a college that is in the same bracket or whatever as Kat's University, so they will see each other again across the court from each other just next time in college uniforms. Midwest Nazarene or something like that, I think is where she's going. Hoda and Sheffield, ball dropping between them, getting aced. Point. TAV 10-3. TAV first to 10. Hoda on the serve receive. Overpass at the net. Garcia can't recover it. The girls are acting like they are giving up. Minimal effort. Point. TAV 11-3. Sheffield on the serve receive. Garcia to Baptiste with a miss on the attack. It is a point for TAV, 12-3. Ramos on the service or receive. Garcia to Baptiste with a tip. Hoda getting her hands on the ball but rolling through her fingers. That is a point for TAV, 13-3, TAV leading by 10. We've got number 4, Roberson checking in for number 3. Oh, excuse me, number 5, Emato checking in for number 3, Hoda. Sheffield on the serve receive. Garcia to Emato with the back row attack. That attack is high and out. No touches being called. That's a point for TAV, 14-3. Emato on the serve receive. Garcia to Sheffield with an attack. Gets through the block down in the back right corner. Point. TAV 15-3. TAV first to 15. Sheffield on the serve receive. Garcia back to Sheffield. Sheffield attacking. They shank it out by the grace of God. Point. Texas Image making that 15-4. TAV checking in. Number 14 Perez in for number 8 Baptiste, and number 20 Mayfield in for number 13 Garcia. Now serving for Texas Image. Number 14 Ariel Perez. Service error from Texas Image. Ball is in the net. That's a point for TAV, making that 16-4. Ramos on the serve receive. Perez to... She was going to Sheffield, but that set was very far back. That is a point for TAV, 17-4. Sheffield on the serve receive. Perez bumps to Mayfield with an attack. Tip. Perez missing on the tip. That is a point for TAV, making that 18-4. Timeout. Texas Image taking their last timeout of this set number 1 at 18-4. 18 too ridiculous. I'm almost of the mindset where I'm just about to sit down and just let you watch the game, but I can't do that. I don't know what we're doing today. All right, sports fans, we're getting back into it. Game number 1, set number 1 of day 2. Texas Image versus TAV South. TAV South leading 18-4. Yep, your eyes are not deceiving you. That is what it says on the scoreboard. Texas Image has exhausted both timeouts for this set number 1. Nothing stopping TAV except for Texas Image. Ramos on the assist. Tip from Mayfield. Sheffield has it up. Perez. Ramos with a free ball. Tip. Ball is out. No touches being called. Point. Texas Image, 18-5. Now serving for Texas Image, number 15, Jaden Sheffield. That is an ace. Point. Texas Image, 18-6. TAV. Tip. Ramos has it. Attack from whoever that was because of the overpass. Ball is down. That is a point for TAV, making that 19-6. Checking in for Texas Image, number 1 Mathis in for number 15 Sheffield. Seems like the R2's electronic whistle has a dead battery, which is why you should actually use a whistle, not one of those little blowing thingies. On the serve receive, Ramos shanking the ball out. Mayfield tried to save it but couldn't pull it off. That is a point for TAV, making that 20-6. TAV first to 20, 5 away. Ramos has a serve receive. Perez to Roberson with a tip. Point. Texas Image 20-7. TAV. Checking in, number 7, Bradley, in for number 6, Ramos. Now serving for Texas Image, number 24, Mariah Roberson. Defense from Mayfield. Roberson picks it up. Perez pushes to Emato with an attack. That attack is high and out. No touch is being called. That's a point for TAV, making that 21-7. Checking back in, number 6, Ramos, in for number 24, Roberson. Mathis on the service receive. Perez to Mayfield with a attack that is just high and out. Point TAV, 22-7. Emato, Perez, back to Emato with an attack. Back row attack, breaks the tape, alters pass, drops. Mayfield can't pick it up. That's a point for TAV, 23-7. Mathis on that serve receive. Perez, setter dump over the net. They keep it alive. Here's an attack. That was Emato that got a piece of it, shanking the ball. Mathis tried to make a play for it, but couldn't get there fast enough. That is a point for TAV. 24-7, set point TAV. Service error from TAV. Point, Texas Image. 24-8, set point 2, TAV. Checking back in for Texas Image. Number 13, Garcia, in for number 20, Mayfield. And number 8, Baptiste, in for number 14, Perez. Now serving for Texas Image. Number 13, Savannah Garcia. Defense from Baptiste. Point. Texas Image, 24-8. Excuse me, 24-9. Set point 3, TAV. Tip. Defense from Bradley. Ramos picks it up. Garcia to Baptiste with an attack in the net. Point. TAV. 25-9. TAV over Texas Image in the first set. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with set number 2. Holy oh. All right, sports fans, we are getting back into it. This is day number 2, game number 1, set number 2. Texas Image 18 Black versus TAV South 18 Royal. TAV South, I'm just going to say it, destroyed Texas Image in that first set, 25-9. Texas Image didn't even break double digits. I don't really know what to say here. It honestly felt, just from looking at it by watching, that the girls kind of gave up there in the middle. They got behind and they kind of gave up and just accepted defeat. I hope that's not the case. I hope they can pull off a win here and force it to a third tie-breaking set. I want to see them go on. I want to see them secure a bid. Can they do it? It's up to them. It's also up to the coach. Coach, volleyball, they think it's just the players. A lot of it is honestly like, it's kind of like chess. It's coach versus coach. The volleyball players are the pawns in their game. It's up to the coach to make sure that they put the right players in the right spots, make the right calls, call timeouts when they need to call them, swap out players when they need to swap them out, that kind of thing. A lot of it is on the coach as far as how the game goes, and then making sure that you have the right players in the spot. Texas Image is going to start off serving with another 13. Savannah Garcia serving for Texas Image. Defense for Mayfield. Ramos missing on that cross tip. That's a point for TAV, making it 1-0. Ramos on the serve receive, overpass at the net, but playable. Defense from Bradley, point, Texas Image, 1-all. Checking in, number 3, Hoda, in for number 8, Baptiste. Now serving for Texas Image, number 3, Jessa Hoda. Beautiful serve. On the attack, Hoda digs it up. Mayfield, realizing it's over her head and behind her, gets stuck on her heels, tries to turn around. Garcia is just not fast enough to get to it to save it. Ball is down after being shanked out. Point, TAV 2-1. Hoda on the serve receive. Garcia pushes over Sheffield. Sheffield attacking. TAV with the communication error of their own. That is a point for Texas Image, 2-all. Checking in, number 24, Roberson, in for number 7, Bradley. Now serving for Texas Image, number 6, Gianna Ramos, with the R1 talking to number 24, Roberson, about something. My guess would be how she entered the court. No idea. Ramos serving. On the attack, Garcia seeing it coming for her, sort of, but it is between her and Hoda. Garcia is the closest one. She kind of sticks her hand out to try to grab it instead of trying to slide over to get behind it. Ball is down. Point, Texas, or TAV, 3-2. And that is an ace for TAV, making that 4-2. Sheffield on the serve receive. Bad pass. Garcia can't get to it. That is a point for TAV, making that 5-2. TAV first to 5. The ball is out on that serve. No touch is being called. Point, Texas Image. 5-3 TAV. Checking in for TAV, number 9, Hill, in for number 13, Garcia, and number 14, Perez, in for number 20, Mayfield. Now serving for Texas Image, number 14, Ariel Perez. Behind the antenna, that is a point for Texas Image, making it 5-4 TAV. shot. Hoda has it. Perez to Roberson. Roberson attacks into the block. The block deflects the ball down on Texas Image's side. That's a point for TAV, 6-4. Ramos on the serve receive. Perez to Sheffield with an attack. Gets through that block. Oh. TAV tooling the block of Texas Image. Ball is out. That is a point, making that 7-4. Ramos takes the serve receive. Perez pushes to Hill with an attack into the block. Ramos on the recovery. Sheffield tipping. Off the block. Hoda has it up. Perez to Hill attacking, tooling the block. Point Texas Image, making that 7-5 TAV. Checking in, number 8 Baptiste in for number 3 Hoda. Now serving forward Texas Image, number 15 Jaden Sheffield. On the attack, ball is out. They're calling a touch on the block. I didn't see the block touch, but that is a point for TAV, making it 8-5. No one challenging it. Ramos on the serve receive. Perez to Roberson with an attack. They shake it out. Point Texas Image. Making that 8-6 TAV with number 6 Bradley in for number 6 Ramos. Now serving for Texas Image, number 24 Mariah Roberson. On the attack, missed by number 14 Perez on the dig. That's a point for TAV, 9-6. Baptiste on the serve receive. Perez to Bradley with a tip. Point Texas Image. Making that 9-7 TAV. Checking in number 20 Olay Mayfield and number 13 Savannah Garcia in for number 9 Jordan Hill and number 14 Ariel Perez. Now serving for Texas Image, number 13 Savannah Garcia. Garcia on the dig, Ramos on the assist, Baptiste attacks, they shank it, and does not break the tape. Point, Texas Image, making that 9-8 TAV. On that attack, sneaks past Mayfield and Ramos. Point, TAV, 10-8, TAV, first to 10. Baptiste attacking. Point, Texas Image, making that 10-9, TAV. Checking in, number 3 Hoda in for number 8 Baptiste. Now serving for Texas Image, number 3 Jessa Hoda. On that attack, calling a touch, and it was also down in the back line. Point, TAV, 11-9. Ramos on the service tee, taking the ball. Mayfield on the assist. Sheffield, free ball. Ball is out. No touch is being called. Point. Texas Image, 11-10. TAV checking in. Number 24, Roberson in for number 7, Bradley. Now serving for Texas Image, number 6, Gianna Ramos. Off the block. Shanked out by Texas Image. Hoda can't get there in time. That's a point for TAV, making that 12-10. Hoda on the serve receive. Garcia back steps over the net, but we're calling 2 touches on Texas Image, making that 13-10 TAV. Hoda on the serve receive. Garcia to Sheffield with the attack. Hoda digs it up. Garcia bumps to Sheffield with an attack. Ball is out. No touch is being called. Point Texas Image, making that 13-11 TAV. Checking in, number 14 Perez in for number 20 Mayfield, and number 9 Hill in for number 13 Garcia. Now serving for Texas Image, number 14 Ariel Perez. Hoda getting killed on that attack. That is a point for TAV, making that 14-11. Ramos on the serve receive. Sheffield bumps to Hill with a roll shot. Sheffield, Perez, Roberson or Hill, not quite sure, but we still scored a point off of it. That is a point for Texas Image, making that 14-12 TAV. Checking in, number 8 Baptiste in for number 3 Hoda. Now serving for Texas Image, number 15 Jaden Sheffield. Sneaks past Perez and Sheffield. Point TAV. 15-12. TAV first to 15. Baptiste on the serve receive. Ramos back to Baptiste with an attack. Point Texas Image. 15-13 TAV. Number 7, Bradley in for number 6, Ramos. Number 5, Imoto checking in for number 7, Bradley. Now serving for Texas Image, number 24, Mariah Roberson. All kinds of a net violation. I don't know if I've ever seen a bigger net violation in my life. That is a point for Texas Image, 15-14 TAV. Miss on the attack. That is a point for Texas Image, 15-all. Setter dump. That was absolutely broadcast everywhere, and that is a point for TAV, 16-15. Checking in, number 6, Ramos, and for number 24, Roberson. Baptiste on the serve receive over pass. Ramos has the dig. Perez on the bump to Baptiste. Perez bumps up. Baptiste tips again. Ramos on the dig. Perez bumps to Baptiste with an attack that's through the block. They shank it. Point, Texas Image, 16 all. Checking in, number 13, Garcia, number 20, Mayfield, in for number 9, Hill, and number 14, Perez. Now serving for Texas Image, number 13, Savannah Garcia. Ramos to Baptiste with an attack. Gets through the block, drops down on Texas Image's side. That's a point for TAV, 17-16. Ramos on the serve receive. Garcia to Baptiste with a tip. Mayfield attacking. TAV tooling the block of number 8 Baptiste. Ball is out. Point TAV 18-16. Ramos on the serve receive. Garcia to Mayfield with an attack. Tip and the donut. They broadcast that tip again. Minimal movement from Texas Image. Ball is down. Point TAV 19-16. Timeout Texas Image. Getting back in, this is set number 2, Texas Image versus TAV. TAV leading 1-0 in sets, and also 19-16 in this set number 2. Texas Image has used one timeout as Sheffield takes that serve receive. Garcia to Amato, missing on the attack, making that 20-16 TAV. Ramos on the serve receive. Garcia to Mayfield with an attack. It's blocked. Ramos on the recovery. Garcia over to Baptiste. Baptiste tipping. Tip. It touches the block and is shanked out. I wouldn't even call that tooling a block. That was just a mistake from Texas Image. 21-16 TAV. Amato on the serve receive. Garcia to Baptiste with an attack. On the attack. Missed by Ramos in the back. Point. TAV 22-16. Timeout, Texas Image. Getting back into it, game number 1, set number 2, Texas Image versus TAV. TAV leading 22-16 and 1-0 in sets. Texas Image has exhausted both timeouts, and TAV serving. Ramos on the serve receive. Garcia pushes over to Mayfield. Mayfield tips. Sheffield digs it up. Garcia pops to Baptiste with the tip. On the attack, blocked by Amato, dug up by Garcia. Ramos on the assist. Mayfield attacking. On the attack, Sheffield has the dig. Amato pops to Ramos with a back row attack. Sheffield has hands for it. Ramos on the assist. Mayfield tips. Tip. Garcia has it. Ramos on the assist. Baptiste attacks. It's blocked. Emato digs it up. Garcia pops to Mayfield. Mayfield attacks. The attack is high and out. No touches. Point TAV 23-16. Sheffield on the serve receive. Garcia to Mayfield with an attack. It breaks the tape. TAV tilling the block at number 5, Christina Emato. Point, TAV, 24-16. Match point, TAV. Mayfield attacking. They shank it. They save it. Free ball. Baptiste has it. Garcia pushes back to Mayfield. Mayfield with a tip. Ramos has it. Garcia backs to Baptiste with an attack. They keep it alive. Mayfield has it. Garcia to Baptiste with an attack. Point. Texas Image. 24-17. Set point 2, match point 2, TAV. With number 3, Hoda in for number 8, Baptiste. Now serving for Texas Image, number 3, Jessa Hoda. Point, Texas Image, 24-18. Set point 3, TAV off of an ace from Jessa Hoda. Match point 3. Not set point. Match point. Tip. Sheffield to, who was that? That was Emato with the tip. Missed by Ramos in the back. Point, TAV, 25-18. TAV over Texas Image. 2-0. Thank you very much for joining us. Make sure you like this video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit that bell icon, turn on all notifications so you never miss another live broadcast or upload to the channel. There's at least going to be one more broadcast to this channel. That's going to be a game at approximately 11:30 a.m. where it will be us versus either Skyline or Fort Worth Fire, depending on who loses that particular match between them two. Thank you very much for joining us. We'll see you for the next game.